So let's see how we go here. So 1, 2, and oh! Now you may be wondering, what card and grade gave me such a reaction? Well, before we review the grades and the cards, let's talk about 5 years ago when I first got back into the hobby. I've always really enjoyed the grading aspect, and for the longest time, my go-to grading companies have always been PSA and BGS. But then, in Hong Kong, where I live, I randomly bumped into this guy. We will introduce him later, but this guy was very kind and provided me my very first experience grading with CGC. During our submission visit, we were lucky enough to grab some time with the man himself to give us a bit of an update as to what's happening at CGC.
Hello, everybody. My name is Doug Chinley. I'm with CGC Cards doing business development. We are in the Harbor City TST Hong Kong office, which now accepts cards for your card grading and authentication. So we accept all types of cards from sports, TCGs to non-sports. Signature Series has been around for our comics side for over 10 years. We've added it for cards internationally this year. So now you can get your cards signed and we will have a witness at the a CGC Series, Signature Series approved event. And we find that it's quite collectible and attractive for people that are looking to add to their collections and add value to their cards. Yeah, so we've been expanding internationally over the past year and a half. We have offices in the UK, Munich, Dubai, Shanghai, and now Hong Kong. Oh man, that's the question we get from everybody. So at our office, cards are sent from this submission center to the US grading office. It takes about between 25 and 45 business days. So 1 to 2 months, I would say, is when your cards should be back. So we look forward to getting your cards back and showing off the results to you.
1 month later.
All right, there it is. We are now at the CGC office. Obviously, got our cards right in front of us, which we will open. As you guys know, we've selected 5 cards, 5 very unique cards, which the reason being we wanted to see what the result and how does it fit and everything. So that's why 5 very unique individual cards, and 2 of them have been graded multiple times with other grading companies. So I'm pretty excited to find out. Doug hasn't given me any indication of the grades. So this is my first time seeing these, and I am pretty nervous and pretty excited, as I always will be when it comes to grades reviews. So let's see how it goes. Let's open up this, and we're gonna go through one by one. And of course, what we want to achieve is none other than a pristine grading here with the black and gold label. So we're gonna go through one by one. And the first card up, we've got a Union Arena card, and I believe this is a card that I pull, and again wanted to see how does it fit, because I think Union Arena cards have different texture and usually a little bit thicker as well. So let's see if we achieve our first pristine 10 here. No, not a pristine 10, but a mint plus 9.5. So just to give you guys a bit of a look of how the card looks. I'm not sure where we lost point, and I guess it would be nice. I mean, I guess this is kind of same as PS8, where we don't really know where we're going to lose point, but 9.5 as our first card, a Shinomiya from a Union Arena card. All right, next up here, coming out of the box is going to be a Battle Spirits card. Now, this card here is nothing really special, nothing too rare. I've been getting into Battle Spirits quite a lot recently, and the XX here indicated is rare card, but not as rare as you think. Then this is, I'm a big Gundam fan, as I've talked about in my previous video, and this is one of the nicer Battle Spirits card that I pull. So hopefully we'll be able to grab something nice. Here is a Jet Min 10. Not quite the pristine 10, but a Jet Min 10. So now, why did we submit this card? And the reason being is that Battle Spirits card are usually a little bit smaller. So again, wanted to give you guys a bit of a look when it comes to a larger card. You can see the Union Arena card is a little bit larger than the Battle Spirits card, and that's how they would fit in the case. All right, next up, we should also have a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Again, this one I pull myself. I don't even know where I pulled this from, but definitely pull myself. Let's see how we go. And a Gentmin 10 again. No pristine, but I'm really happy with this. It's a premium pack for a Dark Magician Girl. Of course, this card's been reprinted multiple times. So far, our results been pretty good. So any surprises? Any surprises? All right. This one here is a card that I've graded multiple times. Oh, sorry, only graded once. So we cracked it open and regraded. I think this was a PSA 9. So let's see what we're going to get for this one. And is 8.5. So went down 0.5, and I guess a lot of time when you're grading cards that you're cracking open, there's a risk of potentially damaging the card, but we've got this as a 8.5. I mean, I knew this card wasn't going to be perfect, so I guess this was kind of expected. Last but not least, we have the Starmie with the Misty here. Again, this card's been graded 2 times, actually by both BGS and PSA, and both getting a 9. So let's see how we go here. Again, this is one of my favorite card from the Sword and Shield series, just because we got old school Kanto Trainer Misty here, and obviously the Starmie as well. So 1, 2, and oh, there it is. Finally, we did get a pristine 10 here. Wait, you want a pristine 10 too? All right, let me share some of my tips and advice on how you can potentially get your very own pristine 10 too. Let's jump into the first step for preparing cards for submission, and that is cleaning the surface. You don't need any special liquids or fancy product for this. While I've seen chemical cleaners online, personally, I wouldn't risk damaging my cards with them. Instead, grab a microfiber cloth. These are the exact one you use for cleaning your sunglasses. Use your fingertips and not your nails to gently swipe away the dust and the fingerprints. A clean card can significantly impact your grading results. After cleaning your card, the next step is to place them in a penny sleeve. I recommend choosing sleeve that offers a little extra room. Avoid using perfect fit sleeves as they can make it difficult for graders to handle your card. Remember, grader needs to take your card out for inspection, and you want to minimize any risk of damage during that process. When checking your cards, don't just focus on centering and the surface. Pay close attention to the edges as well, since they are just as important for achieving that perfect grade. Next, you will need some semi-rigid sleeves for your card submission, as most grading companies require them. I often get asked if top loaders can be used instead, and the answer is a clear no. While semi-rigid sleeves are sturdy, they can be tricky to insert your cards. To make it easier, I use a box cutter to carefully slide open the side. This simple trick not only saves time, but also reduces the risk of damaging your cards. Before placing the card into the semi-rigid sleeve, I like to add a small tab to the penny sleeve. Just to clarify, it is not on the card itself. This little trick helps graders easily pull your cards out during the grading and inspection process. Lastly, if you're shipping your cards to the grading company, make sure you use 2 pieces of cardboard to sandwich the cards. This keeps them nice and straight during their journey, ensuring they arrive in perfect condition. A pristine 10 here. I knew. So we in the video, obviously you've seen me sort of clean this card up, and I think when the other 2 company graded it, the problem was the surface and a bit of a wipe. And we got a pristine 10. So I'm pretty happy with this being one of my favorite cards from the series. So there you have it, our first sort of experience with grading with CGC. Make sure you check out your local location to see whether there is an office there. If not, you'll be able to send your cards through to your closest location following some of the tips and the steps that we've given in this particular video. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed this particular video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for the latest videos and update. With that said, if you are getting some of your grades back from whatever grading card company made the grades of God be with you, always.